The Ministry of Home Affairs has announced the guidelines for the lockdown, which has now been extended till the 31st of May. That's another 2 weeks. But there are many more relaxations. Here is what is allowed and what is not. Now, firstly, states are going to decide on the color coding of zones. So whatever is red, orange and green is for individual states to decide, and also the size of the zone can change now. So zones can be a district, they can be a municipality or even smaller administrative units. The interstate transport of buses and public vehicles has been allowed, but you have to have the consent of states involved. Sports complexes and stadiums can open now, but no spectators are allowed. Shops and markets can open now, but with staggered timings to ensure social distancing. So all shops will have to ensure that there's a 6 feet distance among customers, and not more than 5 people should be allowed in at one time. So if you live in Delhi, this means actually that Khan Market can reopen, for example. Now, all activities basically have been allowed except those which are specifically prohibited by the Home Ministry. In containment zones, only essential services shall be allowed. So this means that even salons and barbershops can open except in containment zones. This also means that non-essential e-commerce can finally begin except again in containment zones. So what is not allowed? These are the following activities which are not allowed across the board, across the entire country. Domestic and international flights. Many people had hoped that domestic flights would be resuming soon, but that appears to have been put off for the moment. Metro services in cities, malls, gyms, schools, colleges, any big gatherings, hotels, they all have to stay shut. Restaurants have to stay closed as well, except for home delivery, which is already happening in many cases. Those people who are above the age of 60, children below the age of 10 are not allowed to go outdoors. There's also going to be a curfew from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. As already existed across the country until now. Now, let's go across to our reporters, Purva, who joins us from Mumbai this evening, and Sam Daniel, who's joining us from Chennai. Maharashtra and Tamil Nadu among the states with the maximum number of coronavirus cases. And Purva, to you first. We're seeing that the latest numbers have also come in from Mumbai this evening. Now, earlier today, the Chief Minister announced that the lockdown in its entirety was being extended in Maharashtra. Now, what does that mean? Is Maharashtra not going to see any relaxation at all as per these new guidelines, or do you not know yet?
Well, as far as the order that came in early in the afternoon today, which said that for the entire state of Maharashtra, the lockdown would be extended until 31st of May. But there was also another main point which said that the relaxation of certain points will be done very shortly. So the detailed order, the detailed notification is yet to come in, and this the government was waiting for the centre to come out with its own guidelines. And post this, now what we know from our sources in the government is like either by tonight or latest by tomorrow morning, a detailed guideline would be issued where the relaxation will also be maintained as per as the centre's guidelines. And as far as the numbers go, Nidhi, now, well, yes, the numbers are in fact worrying again, with Mumbai crossing 20,000 mark already. And however, the Mumbai Commissioner also said that the doubling rate is now at 14 days. So this is something that the authorities are banking on. They are saying that the doubling rate is improving, right, and there is now not much of a worry, and whatever the cases are, they are from the containment zones only. So right, this is what the authorities are also saying, and yes, we are waiting for the final detailed guidelines.
Right. So in Tamil Nadu, Sam, we heard the state government today extending the lockdown as well by 2 weeks, but announcing the easing of restrictions in 25 districts. What more can you tell us about that?
Nidhi, in Chennai, there is no change of any kind, whereas other 24 districts, there people can go out without any e-passes. They can also engage taxis and auto rickshaws if they're going for any emergencies, medical purposes, or for work, or in terms of agriculture. These are allowed, but no bus services yet. Outside Chennai, in rural areas and districts, industries and factories up to 100 people can work with full force. Those factories with more than 100 can work with 50% workforce. But at the moment, there is no clarity whether the Tamil Nadu government will also adopt the other relaxations announced by the centre in terms of salons, in terms of other things. That will have to wait. But at the moment, the government says the existing relaxations and restrictions will continue except for these.